being replaced by his best friend, Seth freaking Rollins. If Seth Rollins wins this match, he replaces Owens to have Stone Cold Steve Austin as a guest at WrestleMania. Next, somebody's not going to WrestleMania. And then, of course, there is Kevin Owens. He thought he had it all worked out, but Seth freaking Rollins had other plans. You're going to put that out there? And a win by Seth freaking Rollins and Kevin Owens. Alpha Academy will now defend their Raw Tag Team titles against both RK Bro and the team of Seth freaking Rollins and Kevin Owens. We are just moments away from me and my best pal, Kevin Owens, becoming the new Raw Tag Team Champion. We're this close to securing our spot on WrestleMania. The Stunner! And we're taking those titles and we're going to WrestleMania, baby! We got it! Riddle disposes of Rollins!
RK Bro, once again, Raw Tag Team Champion. RK Bro is headed to WrestleMania.
It's official. I don't have a match at WrestleMania. But you know what? I can accept that now because I think I found a way. The bottom line is I am calling you out. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Seth, this must be devastating for you, missing this opportunity to be at WrestleMania. You care to comment at all?
It doesn't have to be like this. You gotta focus your energy somewhere else and come up with something. See, like I did. Look, I'm going to WrestleMania in the biggest way possible. You're the architect, right? So let's build something together. Let's think. Let's build something for you at WrestleMania that you can.
I have a plan to get myself to WrestleMania. I have a plan, but I want my best friend to be out here. You have a talk show, and your guest at WrestleMania is going to be Stone Cold Steve Austin. What if I also had a talk show? What if my guest was Stone Cold Steve Austin? No. What? You're right, there can't be two talk shows on WrestleMania. Right. There can only be one talk show at WrestleMania. So here's what we do. We have a match right here tonight, and the winner has the talk show at WrestleMania, and their guest is Stone Cold Steve Austin.
If you win tonight, you'll take Kevin Owens' place.
Kevo, tonight is the night I once was lost, but now I am found. You know what? I learned something. I learned something through this whole ordeal. I learned that not only do I need WrestleMania, but WrestleMania needs Seth freaking Rollins, and I'm about to punch my ticket right now. Can you imagine if tonight becomes a nightmare? His opponent from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins. Tonight could in fact become a nightmare for Kevin Owens, who could be replaced by Seth freaking Rollins at WrestleMania. The devastation of last week, losing out to RK Bro, would that be magnified again for the loser tonight? It just goes to show you the importance of WrestleMania to everyone on the roster. And this is Seth freaking Rollins' opportunity. If Seth can beat Kevin Owens in a match, Seth will replace KO at WrestleMania for a talk show with Stone Cold Steve Austin. Someone's not going to Dallas. Who's it going to be? dewdrop in front of her, she was wrong.
An impressive feat of strength from the EST, delivering her KOD maneuver to Dewdrop to earn a victory. But there would be no time for celebration for Bianca Belair.
Bianca Belair did not see this coming. The Raw Women's Champion, big time, Becky Lynch leading the ambush. When Becky was out here, guys, she was literally shaking as she led this vicious attack over the EST.
Becky Lynch looking for a measure of revenge after being injured at the hands of Belair, and this is hard to watch, but look at this one more time if we could. Lynch using Bianca's own ponytail to drive her WrestleMania challenger throat first into the chair and into the ring post. A very, very difficult scene in the wake of Bianca's match tonight as we head toward WrestleMania.
Well, she has been taken to the hospital. The news we have now is that the preliminary evaluation, she has suffered throat trauma. We don't know the exact extent of it, but we will keep you updated. Hopefully she's going to be all right.
We understand. All we know is that Bianca Belair has had extreme difficulty speaking and after the Becky Lynch attack. We'll keep you posted.
Hold on. Okay, let's go. I don't care.
But right now, an extremely personal situation. Kevin Owens, who carved his own path to the most stupendous two-night WrestleMania in history, where as of right now, Kevin Owens will host the KO show WrestleMania Saturday with Stone Cold Steve Austin as his special roll-up
And a quick kick out.
However, earlier tonight, it was Seth Rollins who had an epiphany. A plan to make his own way to WrestleMania, and here's how we have arrived at this point. If Rollins defeats Owens, Rollins will replace Kevin Owens as the host of a talk show with Stone Cold.
And again, as unfair as it is, Kevin Owens kind of has to blame himself. Owens was the one who went to Seth Rollins and said, hey, you're the visionary. Come up with an idea to get yourself to WrestleMania.
This is my damn. This is my spot. It's my spot. You don't belong there.
Also, Kevin Owens' willingness, as he said, to
There we go.
to get there.
This is classic KO. Hockey fight in the center of the ring. Now it's Rollins. We heard Rollins himself earlier say, Seth Rollins doesn't need WrestleMania. WrestleMania needs Seth freaking Rollins.
Almost like a man possessed. Seth Rollins glaring at the WrestleMania sign for continued motivation. There's nothing more dangerous than a fanatic, and when it comes to WrestleMania, Seth freaking Rollins is a fanatic. No debate about that.
The same can be said for Kevin Owens. Owens has been known for his somewhat underhanded, at times questionable tactics, but Kevin Owens had a brilliant plan to goad Stone Cold Steve Austin into appearing at WrestleMania on the KO show.
But in this match, right now, what I'm curious about, is it a little bit of a detriment? Kevin Owens has trouble getting wrapped up in things he didn't get, right? Seth freaking Rollins is fighting about
One goal, Jimmy. This is one singular goal. One of these two men is going to WrestleMania, and they're going to appear on the grandest stage of them all with Stone Cold Steve Austin, one of, if not the greatest of all time. That's the only goal. That's the only thing both of these men are thinking about.
And that's the key. And you're seeing how far, whether you're Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, or any other. Oh, knee right across the forehead, shoulders down. Or any other WWE superstars for that matter. You won't do anything to get to WrestleMania, including fighting your own best friend.
And you have to imagine how bad it could sting Kevin Owens if his best friend Seth Rollins was the one who cost him his WrestleMania opportunity. And that's a very real possibility in a matter of minutes.
Look at the turnaround in the mind and the attitude of Seth Rollins. He ended last week as an actual zombie after his loss. Now he's fired up again, but Kevin Owens not letting this opportunity go.
Rollins now looking to take out the leg of Seth Rollins, driving the Visionary's knee into the barricade.
These gentlemen know each other well. They were a successful tag team for a while. You know your tag team partner's strengths, you know his weaknesses.